you guys are enjoying your night. Oh my goodness, I had to go back and watch Brian's video when he cussed Ro the hell out. Oh my goodness, Ro, you cannot be doing certain things like that. I mean, damn. Now you can talk about my all you want to, but man, you're actually, I mean, hell, you lived it too. So man, you know what? Take a little bit of your own advice. I mean, I know I gave you a video yesterday, but I don't mind coming back a little, bit for for the time being, because I know you need it. You need to know, hey man, hey, you're gonna have to switch some things up. Switch it up. Don't be allowing these niggas to take advantage of you. Nobody. It's okay to be nice, but not too damn nice. I'm just saying, do not be a fool. I won't be giving a nigga a shut. Mm-mm. Now, whatever you do behind closed doors, that's what you do. We all done did some things. We all done did, but you know what? At the same time, you gotta watch what you say, because some of the things will still come back out to this day. You know, I am a living witness to that. Yes, indeed. You gotta watch what you say, man. I'm glad you and Brian are not. Well, I hope you will make a response video. I'm looking for him to make a response. Well, he already made one. He already made one. I'm looking for what you're gonna say. And I think you need to go back and watch that live and give us a real reaction on how you really felt about some of the things that was said about you and your business. Cause man, you put a good old front up for the tube, and I see why. That'll be a little bit too much for us to know all of that. When someone is spilling your the beans on you. I'm just saying. I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe go find that person. I don't know. I don't. I can't talk about that person. But yes, indeed, I'm talking about Ro right now. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about Ro. I think we should know some more stories, and maybe a little detail. Give us the real. Because we look. People would love to believe anything that anybody is saying about you. Okay, so we want you to come out and just be very, very transparent. Look, I don't care if you have diarrhea of the okay, spill it. Okay, spill it. We all can understand some of us that has been in certain situations, but I will get out. I look out. If I were you, I'll be getting the hell out. I'm not finna be tricking and treating for no nigga. Now I can see if it's 50-50, but if it ain't 50-50, and they always coming to me, and I ain't getting none of that shit back, you're getting cut off. That goes with look, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That goes along with the people that you sleep with too. Be mindful of them niggas too. Be mindful of their asses. They using you. Look, they want to use your body. Yes, indeed. Look, I used to date a hoe. I used to date a hoe. Yes, indeed. This man, when I tell you, this man was a trip. He was just very disrespectful. You know, he didn't even care about whatever you may have seen on his floor. When it come to rappers, didn't care about it. Now he was a couple of years older than I was, so therefore, dealing with people that are older, sometimes you're gonna see certain things that you wouldn't, want to see, but they don't care. Especially when they tell you, you know, they don't want any relationship with you. And another thing, bro, why in the hell? Why did you get on a bus to go out to get stranded? Now I see what happened in L.A. I can understand that. Okay, that's between y'all. I ain't trying to get in your business, but we ain't finna be traveling. We gonna have to talk about it, and I'm sure you probably did talk about it. I don't know, but obviously you should have had some common sense within yourself and been like, oh no, you playing games, so therefore I'm not gonna meet up with you. That's crazy. Mm-mm. Now I did hear this from sources, so I'm not making anything up on you. I mean, this is something I guess that you really did, to yourself. I wouldn't have did it. If any of them things come to me, if you can't meet me, then bye. Shit, I ain't lying. Yeah. And you could have even offered gas money. I love offering gas money. Shoot, yeah. Because I don't want to have to pay. Look, I do not want to have to pay that that fee. That's going it's gonna cost me on that damn Lyft app. It's gonna be a little bit of a fee. I don't want to pay all that. So yeah, let's make it a little cheaper. Hell, yeah, get this, take this, and use it and put it in the gas. Okay, don't be buying nothing else. Because I hate to hear a person to be complaining about, gas. You just got to go to the right spots. Like someone I used to date, they told me that you just got to go to the right spots. Just don't be stopping anywhere. I learned that from them. But yeah, hmm that was very interesting. And I wonder what else does that. What I wonder what else does Brian have on you? I don't know. It seems like something kind of major. And inquired minds would like to know. So, if you feel free enough, because you are a very opinionated person. Hey, Heavy Bear, how you doing? You are a very opinionated person, so therefore we would love for you to, look, we want to hear from the horse's mouth. So, you know, get behind that camera and get to talking. You done heard so much of my business, and you had a lot to say about what I done went through. But what about what you have been through? Let's get. Oh my God, I'm getting tongue tied again. Let's get deeper into that. Okay, let's get. Look, I want to get a little deeper in that. What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what? Sharing is caring, and we can help you with some of the issues that you probably are dealing with right now to this day. That we don't that the people in the world, really the public that doesn't really know about it, but hell, somebody done already put it out about it. You and me personally, I wouldn't apologize. Yes, look, and that's another thing too. A lot of times, these folks ain't gotta apologize because look, they are just gonna turn around and do it all over again. That's why when people try to give me an apology, yeah, okay, I accept it, but at the end of the damn day, I know it will easily turn on your ass when you get them mad and upset. So hell, I take it with a grain of salt. It is what it is. These opinions. Look, I would say these opinions of people that these opinions that people may have of you, shouldn't really make you too much upset because you, and therefore if those things are true, you need to change it. But if they're not, shit, continue to go on with your day. Because you don't know them and they don't really know you like that. They only getting a couple of minutes of you, however long you may be on here, But other than that, they don't know you. And it's obviously we didn't know what Ro was doing, so they got a little bit exposed, a little bit. But I'm interested. I'm all ears in. I sure am. Shit, you was talking about my business. I want to look. Let's talk about some of your business. But I'm be out there watching. I'm giving you a little recap of what I hear. If you don't, I think you want to take a break, but you don't have to take a break. Stop. Look, stop going into hiding. I'm just listening. I am, and I'm nosy like that. Shit, I want to know. So many people. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. So many people want to know about my business. So yeah, when it was put out there, it's out there now. So shit, hell, it is what it is. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'm just saying, don't be scared. I haven't seen Brian, that heated in a minute. In a minute. But you know what? I think it's a good thing that you guys did not meet up because we wouldn't want no problems. No, I don't mind meeting Brian for some lunch. Maybe go out to a club, or something. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Maybe go out to a club. I don't mind it. A lot of folks think he's manic. I think I understand. Excuse me. I'm in the hood. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go. Well, hell, y'all already heard it now, so hell, it is what it is. I was gonna try to go on mute, but I couldn't, not so fast. But yeah, I don't mind hitting up a club. A lot of people think that's my manic. I don't really feel that way. He can show you, I would say sides of his, but I think hell, he don't have a record. He's just like me, so you're a good law-abiding citizen. Look, you just have an I don't go spirit upon you, and I'm sure we all walk around with that, internally deep within us, because we gotta stand up for ourselves on this road. Okay, stop being a doormat for people to run over you. You're older than I am. We should already know these things. I'm just saying. But you know what? You keep on letting people do that to you. Okay. One day you're gonna have a moment in time. You're gonna be so tired of folks doing that to you. You're gonna be like, I'm tired of this shit. Look, I used to be a nice person, but that niceness quickly went away when I started seeing a different result. People out with certain things coming to you with their problems, But when you got your issues going on, they ain't, they'll listen to you. but it can be a little different. Or if you need a little help with something, hell, can you even get a ride? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to meet, but I can really rely on that. Not unless if I'm on, look, not unless if I'm dealing with Lyft, but a lot of folks do their own. Look, they are in their own little world and handling their business. Look, life is laughing for them. But at the same time, you still got to put your foot down. You still do. Because why would you allow people to do that to you? I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm. Look, you getting a quick old no. If I can make it, I can. If I can't, then hell, deal with it. If I got it on me to give, if I got to know the reason why. If not, you're gonna look. You're getting a no, or you getting something under $15. For real. We ain't playing those games. Because let's keep it real. I mean, it's every woman and man for themselves out here. Not let's look, especially if you ain't got no look. If you ain't got no family out there and you trying to look and you trying to stay afloat, baby, you need to have your shit all the way. I can't talk, but I mean, it can be worse than what it is, but it's not hell because I ain't out here panhandling. It's people out here lying about being, not poor, but broke and don't have nowhere to go. I look at a lot of these crackheads out here. They look, them niggas got good sense. They just trying to get high, and then you just see them out there just strolling all out. That's the drugs kicking in. But they'll get their asses right back up and be on their corner begging in the hot seat. I mean, the hot sun. For some chump change, trying to get a beer or something. But I don't give them no money. I look. I rather feed them. I don't want to give you no money. I ain't trying to support the habit. Cause look at it. I mean, look at you. I mean, shit. It's just looking so terrible. But you know what? Different strokes for different folks. So everybody ain't always strong-minded to not do what the opposite of what they know not to do when it comes to certain shit in this life. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy. But you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up. Some people gotta wake the hell up. Shit. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. My situation is different as hell, but I'm still doing what the best. Look, doing my best, doing the best that I can. Okay, and whatever pops off, in a way that I wanted to pop off, that it won't be the world's business. But I just know hell, I'm handling my business for the time because I don't worry about other people's pockets. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care about that. It ain't mine. So why would I be out here worrying about that? But you do got people out here that's like that. Constantly wondering how much you got saved up, want to know who you done spent it with. It's a lot of people out here that's nosy like that. Me personally, just mind your business. If it ain't on you, why you worried about it for? I'm just saying, I'm supposed to be worried about it for. It's weird to me. And then look, to get look, you guys, before I go, today I had somebody to reach out to me. It was kind of weird because this person is not my friend at all. Like, the person is a relative to a friend guy that I know. But me and this person ain't never had no type of dealings or like just talking wise. I'm like, why are you? They saying. Well, I asked myself like, why are you reaching out to me? I don't know. I mean, I know of you in passing, but at the same time, we are not friends. So why why in the hell do you feel the need to want to talk to me? And then trying to see, all of what I'm doing. Baby, I said I'm out of pocket right now. So therefore, you'll find somebody else out there. You know, I don't understand shit like that, and I'm kind of a little worried. Like, did somebody get this nigga my motherfucking number, and is he on any drugs? Because we don't talk at all. I ain't never had a conversation with this person. So I don't know why they even made it appear as if we're buddy, giddy, giddy. Nigga, get out here with that. I'm the wrong nigga to play that with. What's your motives? Why are you hitting me up for? What you want? Get out of here with that. I don't want to hear. I don't want, you ain't finna get a call back to my hit me up. Hit me up for what? You are under me. You are, I don't know, maybe in your, maybe your mid-20s. But baby, we ain't got shit in common. We really don't. I don't talk to people that's in their 20s besides my sisters. I don't communicate with them at all. I can't stand them like that. Not all of them, but some of them, because they kind of go against the grain. And I don't like that shit, because going against the grain can get your ass either touched, with a hand, or any other thing that you may pick up. But yes, I don't deal with. I can't. I don't want to be around like they goofy. Don't get me wrong. I know I may have had to, be more. Well, I know I had some immature moments, which I did, and I had to, grow out of that. But some of them niggas, it seems like it's sticking inside of them, just like, oh my, that person, those their attitudes, don't want to be around it. Like, are you getting enough sex? That's what I be wanting to know. Like, are you getting enough sex at night? Or really better yet, are you relieving yourself? Walking around here with that frustration on your mind, and you thinking that you can just say any old thing and not have someone to check you about what the fuck you're talking about. It's them types. That's why I can't stand. And then, you know what? Anytime something, tragic happens, they be the main ones causing their own demise, because they want to still run out here and think that they can just talk to people any kind of motherfucking way. There's consequences out here for whatever you may have to say to somebody in disrespect, because some people can easily walk away or let you talk your shit, but some people will easily put hands on you quick, fast, and motherfucking hurry, and don't let them have someone else with them, because they will also be putting your hands and feet and elbows on your ass. They sure will. I done seen it happen. I done seen one little nigga knock out two niggas at the same time. I'm like, damn. Whew. Wish I could do that. I mean, this nigga, he was in the middle of the street. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Both of them niggas trying to recover, getting up, slowly and shit, looking like mummies. I'm like, man, he just did a couple of punches and bam, they fall into the ground like roaches, like flies. I mean, it was just, it was something to see. But he was crazy as hell too. It's a bunch of short ass niggas that's got a little temper on them. Shit. I don't know how they do it, because I ain't got time for all that frustration. I will get mad, but shit, I ain't finna, I'm not finna risk anything too much, not unless if I have to. I'm not risking my freedoms. Hell no, baby. I'm trying to enjoy and enjoy life, and then also stay out of the way. I don't want to be over in no hospital, or really having to go to some type of therapy because I done got into it with somebody out there. I know how to ignore people and let them talk, honestly. They can they can laugh all they want to. They can say whatever they want to say, but just don't put your hands on me, But at the same time, hey, I'm gonna make sure that I conduct myself the person that I know how to be, And if that's and even if you have to cuss somebody, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just don't put your hands on them. Let them get all buck wild, and then hell, when the law come around, if you ain't got no scratches on you, shit, you fine. They going to jail. Because they can't they have a hard time, controlling their attitudes. Shit. But I don't hang around people that act like that. You gotta have some common sense acting around me, and I don't put myself in certain situations either. It's important to be mindful, and I'm very mindful on who I choose to be around. And wherever I'm putting, wherever I'm really just, allowing, my energy to soak up a lot of certain things I probably should be soaking up, to be honest with you. He said, what is your test results? Oh, well, I don't know. Is your name Lyrica? I don't know what, can you find out for me? But you can also post yours too. That'll make the two of us. But shit, I don't know. Last time I checked, we are not. For one, we are not at a hospital. For two, let alone a clinic. And for three, baby, this ain't no health class over here. Okay, this ain't that. So hey, go back to where you came from. No one asked you to be here, Lyrica. Ain't nobody even talking about that, Lyrica. Ain't nobody even really too much concerned about that, Lyrica. Who gives a damn? Hell, just make sure you stay safe. And you ain't out there having sex unprotectedly. Whatever. We look with any randoms, whether it's a woman or a female. Just know that. It's the truth, though. Motherfuckers love to act like they ain't never did nothing. Yeah, took a few chances. A lot of them. Look, we all don't took some chances before. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But yeah. But I come in love and peace. And sometimes people may not understand my personality because, you know, usually if I don't really care about something, you guys, I won't speak on it. I just let everybody else talk about it. But if I have to, if I have to, give my little take on it because my name was mentioned, don't think that I'm all upset. I'm just voicing out, how I feel for the time being. They'll think a nigga over here mad and upset. And they'll go back to their channel making 50, 11 videos about the same old topics. It's a few of them out there that's like that. Sometimes I think it's just best to bring what up. You can bring a person up, but damn, is that gonna be look? Anytime you go live, is that gonna be the same thing that we always gonna be having to listen to? Ugh, that gets boring after a while. It does. It really does. But what I wonder, was there anything else that I seen in this? Oh, uppity, you was cracking me up over there at Pizario's. You had me cracking up, girl. I was cracking the hell up at you. You was over there doing some extra. Looked like you was doing exercising. I think you was dancing, but you were cracking me up. You were cracking me up. You kept bending on down. You don't give a damn for real. You kind of remind me of the other two people. You know, um, Dimples and Tulsa. They don't really be giving a damn either. But you know what? Sometimes you have to always put them back in their place. They don't mind saying any old thing off their dome. But you know what? As long as you got a good old comeback for them, they'll know not to play with you. It's the truth. It's the truth. Because they can be very, very nasty at times. Very, very vile. Yes, indeed. It's like, damn, I'm not even coming at you like that. What is with all the aggression? But I think it's things that comes along with those type of people. Sometimes it's something that I don't want to mention, but yeah, you know, it could be alcohol. It could be alcohol. But you guys, it's been real. I was waiting on 2 more likes. Y'all can sit up and look. You guys, I give you good, excellent, clean commentary at times. I don't have to always be cursing. I do have a little bit of a vocabulary, even though sometimes I talk very, very fast. But at the same time, hit that like button for our brother. Thank you for coming through. You know, show a brother some love. Show a brother some love. Show me that you really care for a brother, so I can get that. So I can get out there in the algorithm. Okay, I need some more foreigners hit me up. I'm from Paris. I'm from London. I'm from Africa. Or the Ukraine. No, not the Ukraine. Maybe Israel, or maybe Dubai. You know, I love when they come over here though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be like, damn, y'all watching us over here? Because a lot of the times those countries they be trying. Look, in my eyes, I feel like they be trying to imitate Americans. They do it in their own special way, but they can't get it like how we get it. How we do it. Because I've seen some of the reality shows, and I'm like, man, they fight kind of harder than the people that's over here in America. Like I've seen some Jamaicans fighting before. I'm like, man, they fight very, very hard. So, Castro, are you saying all the trans are crazy? Hold on. When you said that, those types of people. Oh, well, I'm just saying those individuals. When I say those type of people, I'm not taking away from what they are. Cal, what's your name? Capricorn. Yeah. Hello, Angie Virgo. Vlogs. How you doing? And Capricorn, are you the person that made that statement underneath my videos about trans? I mean, because honestly, I don't have a problem with trans, but sometimes trans can go against the grain too and be disrespectful. So therefore, you have to go below the belt, really to the soles of their feet when they're coming at you in a nasty way. Thanks for oh my goodness, clarifying, because you do have Taurus what is that, supporters? I mean trans supporters. Look, I can barely see. I hate when my eyes get bad at nighttime. It sounds like I can't read, and I know how to read. You said I understand. You gotta fight how you fight. Yes, I have to. Hell, They don't know what. Look, they don't know what I'm fighting in life. Shit. So you gotta fight some of these people off. So this is the beef sector. So all is fair in low in love and war. Yeah, it is. You got somebody that's seriously done because my eyes be acting like it's going out on me, like I'm going blind. Ugh. And I hate it. But I'm gonna get it taken care of though, you guys. I'm gonna get it taken care of. I'm gonna get it taken care of. But I'm just scared I'm gonna have to be up for it. I wish they'd knock my ass out. Give me some sleeping medicine or something. But I hope it goes well. Hopefully I don't lose my damn sight. I was trying to sleep well too, because I ain't really been sleeping well either too. So I guess that may have a factor too. Because sometimes this usually don't happen that much, with me. But hell, it is what it is. I don't know if it's the alcohol, because I did have a can. Well, I had 2 cans, so I didn't mind, because I had to do some stuff today. So I'm just running on down. Oh, I'm on 10%. I know the mosquitoes are a little loud, so you guys have to forgive me on that. I'm just enjoying myself for the time being. I am. But I sure can't wait for a response from Ro. Is it true? Is some of it true? Because you had a lot to say about me, so I just wanted to know. No biggie if you don't want to talk about it. I don't want to force you to have to maybe talk about things that may have made you feel kind of low on the inside. Trust and believe, I have been there. I can relate. Towards you, I can. But what I can't relate to the whole allowing people to mess over you in a way that you know better. I wouldn't give nothing. Just be mindful of that. Go down to the compassion center. I'm sure you guys have one, because you look, you're not the only help out there. Somebody's arguing, but you're not the only help out there. So they can find other resources instead of you having to go in your pocket to help them out. That you didn't look. You stayed on your look. You would stand on your feet for that money, not them. Just be a little smarter about that. I will not be doing that. Well, you guys, it's time for me to go. Yes, indeed. I wish you guys would have a. Well, I hope you guys have a good night, and I wish you well and blessings and peace and blessings. And don't be stressed. Be blessed. Peace.